It was good, man.
It was amazing.
God's creation, in all her glory. Chef's kiss. Ah!
Didn't stand a chance. No, this. My favorite meal. Who would have thought? Catfish, spaghetti, and some red sauce.
Last time we talked, we were just scratching the surface of the most captivating and unexpected love story in Hollywood. Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson. But what happens when the red carpet is rolled up and the golf clubs are put away? What does love look like behind the scenes for a global superstar and a basketball icon? Today we're going deeper. We're pulling back the curtain on the private, intimate moments that have turned this rumored fling into a true, undeniable romance. We have the story of a dinner date that broke the internet, a meeting of the furry family members that solidified their bond, and dates so perfectly crafted they seem straight out of a movie. Get ready, because you're about to fall even more in love with this couple. Let's get into it. Hey, my beautiful people! I am so excited you're back with me today because we are continuing a story that has all of us completely invested. The love story of Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson. Now we've seen them on the water, Klay admiring his queen on their private boat day. We've seen them on the links where Klay declared his love was actually improving his golf game.
I mean, ever since I've been in love, my golf game's reaped all the benefits.
Yes.
You can go.
Those were the public-facing moments, the little snippets they chose to share that made the world go, aww. But a real relationship, a deep and meaningful connection, isn't built on grand gestures alone. It's built in the quiet moments. It's built over a shared meal, a comfortable silence, and the simple joy of just being together. And that right there is where the next chapter of their story begins. It's a chapter that proves that for all their fame, fortune, and talent, Megan and Klay are one of the most down-to-earth and relatable couples out there. And it all started with some catfish and a plate of spaghetti. Yes, you heard me right. Catfish and spaghetti. I know what you're thinking. It's not the typical fancy 5-star restaurant meal you'd expect from two people who could eat literally anywhere in the world. And that's exactly what makes this so perfect. The story goes that after a whirlwind few weeks of glamorous galas and sun-soaked dates, Megan wanted to do something rare, something that felt like home. For anyone who knows Megan, you know she's a proud Houston girl through and through. She's got a deep appreciation for good, soulful food. Klay, on the other hand, is the epitome of a chill West Coast guy. He's all about comfort and good vibes. So, what happens when you mix Texas flavor with California cool? You get a dinner date that nobody saw coming. Megan apparently took to her Instagram story to post a simple, unassuming picture. It was a plate. On one side, you had a beautiful golden fried piece of catfish. On the other side, a healthy serving of spaghetti with a rich meat sauce. The caption was simple. He said he's never had it before, so I had to show him how it's done.
What's up, y'all? So Klay had never had spaghetti and catfish together before, and ever since the first time I made it for him, he asked me for this like every week. You could bring it. Tell me what you think.
First bite.
Yeah.
So good. Flawless.
The internet collectively lost its mind. People were confused, intrigued, and mostly just incredibly charmed. The comments exploded. Wait, catfish and spaghetti? Is this a thing? Someone wrote. Another added, this is the most Houston date night I've ever seen. I love this for them.
It is the best thing I've ever tasted. My favorite meal. Catfish, spaghetti, and Hawaiian rolls.
But here's the magic of it. This wasn't about the food combination. This was about sharing a piece of a world with him. Cooking for someone is an act of love. It's intimate. It's a way of saying, I want to take care of you. I want to share a part of my culture, my upbringing, my comfort with you. It's so much deeper than just making a meal. And Klay's reaction was reportedly everything. Friends close to the couple said he was completely enamored by the whole experience.
It was good, man.
It was amazing. Didn't stand a chance. No, this. My favorite meal, who'd have thought? Catfish, spaghetti, and some red sauce.
He wasn't just tasting a new dish, he was seeing a new side of Megan. The side that isn't the fierce performer on stage, but the warm, nurturing woman who finds joy in making her man a home-cooked meal. He allegedly posted a follow-up story on his own account, a picture of his clean plate with the caption, 10/10 would recommend. The chef is cute too. It was playful, it was sweet, and it was a public declaration of how much he appreciated her gesture. This single, seemingly random dinner did more to solidify their status as a real couple than any red carpet ever could. It showed us that their connection is built on genuine affection and a willingness to embrace each other's worlds, no matter how different they may seem. It was a moment that screamed, "This is real!" Every relationship reaches a point where things get a little more serious. There are certain milestones you have to hit. Meeting the friends is a big one. Meeting the parents is even bigger. But for Megan and Klay, there was another crucial step they had to take before things could truly be official. They had to introduce the dogs. Now, if you follow either of them, you know they are serious, dedicated pet parents. Megan has a famous crew, her pit bull, her French bulldogs Dose and Oneida, and a cane corso named X. These aren't just pets, they are her family. She posts them constantly. They are a huge part of her life and her brand. And then you have Klay. Klay Thompson and his English bulldog Rocco are one of the most iconic duos in the entire NBA. Rocco is a legend. He goes to press conferences, he's on Klay's social media constantly, and he's known as Klay's best friend and confidant. Klay's love for Rocco is a huge part of his public persona. It shows his softer, more gentle side. So you can only imagine the pressure of this introduction. This was bigger than a first date. This was a meeting of the packs. According to sources, the big introduction happened at Klay's home in California. It was a carefully planned event. They decided to do it in a neutral, open space, the backyard, to let the dogs get acquainted on their own terms. Megan brought her crew over, and one can only imagine the scene. You have Klay, the cool, calm, and collected athlete, probably trying to play it cool but secretly nervous. And you have Megan, the ultimate dog mom, making sure her babies were comfortable and on their best behavior. Reports say that at first there was a lot of sniffing and sizing each other up. Rocco, being the established king of his castle, had to make sure these newcomers were cool. And Megan's dogs, loyal to their mom, had to make sure this new guy and his bulldog were worthy of her time. But then, the most amazing thing happened. After a few tentative moments, Rocco apparently trotted right up to Megan's oldest pit bull, and they just started chilling together. Soon the Frenchies were playing, and the whole backyard turned into one big happy blended family play date. Klay and Megan just stood back and watched, and in that moment they saw a reflection of their own relationship. Two different worlds, two different personalities coming together and just fitting. It was a sign, a big, furry, slobbery sign that what they had was working. It's been said that a person who is good to dogs is a good person, and seeing the way they both cared for their animals was likely a massive green flag for each of them. It solidified that they shared the same core values of loyalty, love, and family, even the four-legged kind. Once you've conquered home-cooked meals and blended your furry families, where do you go from there? For Klay and Megan, it was about continuing to find new and exciting ways to explore their connection. And their dates are a masterclass in thoughtful romance. One of the most incredible dates they reportedly went on was a private trip up the California coast. Klay, being an avid boater and lover of the outdoors, wanted to share that passion with Megan beyond just a quick fishing trip. So he chartered a yacht for a weekend getaway to Big Sur. Now, Big Sur is one of the most breathtakingly beautiful places on the planet.
You kidding me? Look at Big Blue. Look at her glory. She's so pretty. We love the Pacific. Nothing like it. It's blowing a gale offshore, but hey, it's nice and calm up at the top. This is so glorious. God's creation in all her glory. Chef's kiss.
It's dramatic cliffs, crashing waves, and serene forests. It's a place you go to escape and connect with nature. This wasn't a party trip. This was a romance trip. They spent their days whale watching from the deck of the yacht, hiking in the secluded redwood groves, and finding private beaches where it was just the two of them and the ocean. Think about that for a second. Two people whose lives are constantly under a microscope, finding a place where they could just be anonymous, where they could hold hands and walk on the beach without a single camera flashing, where their only audience was the sea lions on the rocks. It was a chance for them to shut out the noise of the world and just focus on each other. They cooked dinner together on the boat. They watched the stars come out over the Pacific Ocean, and they talked for hours. This date shows the depth of Klay's understanding of Megan. He knows that behind the hot girl persona is a woman who values peace, who is a deep thinker, and who appreciates the beauty of the world. He didn't try to impress her with flashy clubs or expensive parties. He impressed her by giving her a sanctuary. But Megan is no slouch in the romance department either. She knows that Klay, for all his love of the quiet life, also has a fun, goofy, and adventurous side. So for one of their date nights, she arranged a complete surprise. She rented out an entire classic arcade. Imagine Klay walking in, expecting a quiet dinner, and instead he's greeted by the sounds of Pac-Man and the sight of rows of pinball machines and skee-ball lanes, all just for them. It was a brilliant move. It tapped into a sense of nostalgia and pure, unadulterated fun. They reportedly spent hours competing against each other. They played air hockey, they teamed up on shooting games, and they battled it out for the high score on Donkey Kong. Megan was apparently a secret skee-ball master, while Klay dominated at the basketball hoops game, which I mean is not surprising at all. They were laughing, they were being silly, and they were being competitive in the healthiest, most flirtatious way. This date was Megan's way of saying, I see all sides of you. She sees the chill boater, but she also sees the fun-loving guy who just wants to be a kid again. It showed that she loves his playful spirit just as much as his calm demeanor. These dates, the grand romantic escape and the fun nostalgic surprise, are the pillars of their relationship. They show a couple who is deeply in tune with each other's needs and desires. They know when to be quiet and when to be loud. They know when to be romantic and when to be playful. And that balance is the secret ingredient to making their love story one for the ages. And that's a wrap on our deep dive into the world of Megan and Klay. From a simple plate of spaghetti to a private yacht on the coast, their love story is a beautiful reminder that true connection is about sharing the small moments just as much as the big ones. It's about learning, growing, and having a whole lot of fun along the way. I, for one, am rooting for them with my whole heart. What do you think is the most romantic thing they've done? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. I love reading what you guys have to say. And please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Extra Hot Topic, and turn on notifications so you can be the first to know when we drop a new video. I'm your host, and I'll see you next time.